Okay, guys, there was another question from section 1.7. I just made you a video. Hopefully, I'll upload it shortly here for number 13. There was another question from section 1.7, number 17. So this is going to be a little bit longer because it does involve a little bit more rules, a couple of more rules than the last one, number 13. Okay, so our function f of x happened to be negative 5x times 2x minus 3 to the fourth power. Okay, so there is our function. Now, obviously, one option would be, which I would not suggest, that you could take 2x minus 3, multiply by itself 4 times, and of course that's going to be a lengthy process, and then you multiply every term by negative 5x, and of course you differentiate term by term, right? But that's not the best way to do it. The most efficient way would be to apply two main rules. First of all, you do see a product because this is negative 5x times. So I'm going to start with the product rule, and then within that you may also, well, you do have to use the extended power rule, because again you have a function to a power. That's why they give you this problem in this section, because this section 1.7, one of the rules we learned was extended power rule. So derivative f prime, so by the product rule, the first function, which is negative 5x times, I'm going to put the derivative inside the bracket, times derivative of the second function. Now once you get to your second function, you do have to apply the extended power rule that I just applied in last video, which says the power times the function itself, and then to the power minus 1, of course 4 minus 1 becomes 3, but don't forget the last part, times the derivative of the function itself, which in this case it happened to be 2. So that's the first half of the product rule, the first function, times derivative of the second one. Of course, derivative of the second one came from extended power rule, and then plus the second function, which is itself 2x minus 3 to the fourth power, and then times the derivative of the first function. Of course, derivative of negative 5x is obviously negative 5. Okay? So now that's pretty much the derivative. The rest is going to be a little bit of algebra. So let me see if I can clean it up a little bit. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40 with a negative. That will become negative 40x. You still have, of course, 2x minus 3 cubed. And then also here, I'm just going to put the negative 5 in front, times 2x minus 3 to the fourth. Again, it just depends on how far you want to go with your algebra. If you also notice that there is a factor of 5, because 40 also divides, 5 divides 40. Also, there is a 4 factor of 2x minus 3, 3 factor here. So if you really want to factor, which is again optional, you can actually factor a negative 5 instead of 5. Now we can make it nice and positive here. So I'll give you, as you divide negative 40x by negative 5, that becomes 8x. Oh, sorry. Actually, we're going to do more than that. We're going to take out more than that. So there's also 3 factors of 2x minus 3, because this is third power, that's fourth power. So we're going to also take out 2x minus 3 cubed. So as you take this from the first term, well, remember, factoring is division. So if you divide negative 40x by negative 5, that becomes positive 8. But those, of course, are the same, so that's all you get there. And then this one, negative 5 cancels each other, except you have one more factor of 2x minus 3, because this is to the fourth power. You only factor into the third power. But don't forget to put that inside the parentheses, so that'll become minus just 2x. And don't forget, this is negative, right? Actually, you are factoring negative, so that's good. So that's going to make it actually positive, because we are factoring negative 5. If you were just factoring 5, it would just still be negative, okay? And then I'm going to put that in parentheses. So actually, we don't need it because there's a plus in front. If it was minus, you do need the parentheses. But that's pretty much it, except I'm going to combine 8 and negative 5. So remember, you took 3 factors from the 4 factor. That's why it still leaves you with one more factor of 2x minus 3, okay? So at the end, this becomes negative 5 times 2x minus 3 cubed, and then 8 minus 3, which is 5, plus 2x. And that should be pretty much as reduced form as you can get your derivative for this one, okay? And this was problem 17 from section 1.7. I hope that helps.